remark. The alternating series minus 1 to the power n minus 1 un, comma un is greater than 0 for all n belong to n. That is, each un is positive, will not be convergent if either un plus 1 is less than or equals to un, that is not decreasing, or limit of un as n tends to infinity is not equal to 0. That is, if any one of these two conditions fails, the alternating series will not be convergent. For example, the series 1 minus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 3 minus 5 by 4 plus so on is an alternating series because the terms are alternatively positive and negative. Positive, minus, plus, minus, so on. Here what is u1? u1 is 1, which is positive. What is u2? u2 is 3 by 2, which is positive. What is u3? 4 by 3, which is positive. What is u4? 5 by 4, which is greater than 0. Therefore, this series is an alternating series. Similarly, the series 3 minus 4 by 3 plus 5 by 4 minus 6 by 5 plus so on is also an alternating series. Here u1, u2, u3, u4 are respectively 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 4, 6 by 5. But these two series are not convergent because limit of un as n tends to infinity for both the series un is n plus 1 by n, because the numerator value is greater than the numerator by 1. That is the value of the numerator is 1 more than the value of the denominator in each and every term of these two terms. Therefore, un is n plus 1 by n. Let us take n out from n plus 1. Then we get n into 1 plus 1 by n, and hence these two n get cancelled. Therefore, limit of 1 plus 1 by n as n tends to infinity. When you apply n tends to infinity, 1 by n tends to 0. Therefore, 1 plus 0 equal to 1, which is not equal to 0. That is, the second condition of Leibniz test fails, and hence these two are not convergent series. Problems on Leibniz test show that the series 1 divided by 1 to the power p minus 1 divided by 2 to the power p plus 1 divided by 3 to the power p minus 1 divided by 4 to the power p plus so on converges for p is greater than 0. Let the given series be series un, that is series minus 1 to the power n minus 1 un. That is equals to series minus 1 to the power n minus 1 into 1 by n power p. Therefore, what is un here? The un is nothing but 1 divided by n to the power p. un is 1 divided by n to the power p. Therefore, un is 1 divided by n to the power p, which is positive because n is a natural number and p is positive. Therefore, n to the power p is positive. 1 divided by n to the power p is positive. And hence the first condition, namely positive, is satisfied. Therefore, un plus 1. What is un plus 1? 1 divided by n plus 1 to the power p. Now we have to show that the sequence un is a decreasing sequence. Since p is greater than 0, we know that n plus 1 to the power p is greater than n to the power p for all n. Write its reciprocal. When you write the reciprocal of the above inequality, the inequality will be reversed. Here it is greater than symbol, but here it is less than symbol. Therefore, this implies 1 divided by n plus 1 to the power p less than 1 divided by n to the power p for all n belong to n. Or the same thing can be written as 1 divided by n to the power p is greater than 1 divided by n plus 1 to the power p for all n belong to n. What is 1 divided by n to the power p? 1 divided by n to the power p is un. What is 1 divided by n plus 1 power p? That is un plus 1. Therefore, this is un. This is un plus 1. That is un is greater than un plus 1 for all n belong to n. Thus, un is a decreasing sequence. Thus, the second condition is satisfied. What is the third condition? Limit of un must be 0. Let us find the limit of un as n tends to infinity. That is equal to limit of un is 1 by n to the power p. As n tends to infinity, n power p becomes infinity power p. Since p is positive, n power p is equal to infinity as n tends to infinity. Therefore, 1 by infinity is 0. This is the third condition of Leibniz test. Thus, all the three conditions are satisfied. The first one is un is positive. Each un is positive. The second condition is the sequence un is decreasing sequence. The third one is limit of un is 0. Thus, the conditions of Leibniz test are fulfilled. Hence, by Leibniz test, for convergence of an alternating series, the given series is convergent. Test for the convergence of the series 1 minus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial minus 1 by 3 factorial plus so on. Omitting the first term, the remaining terms of the series becomes an alternating series. Even if we include the first term, it is an alternating series only. If you omit any number of terms, that is, if you delete or add a finite number of terms in a series, the convergence of the series or the behavior of the series will not be affected. Therefore, by omitting the first term, it is not going to affect the convergence of the series. Since we omitted the first term, let us consider the series be series minus 1 to the power n into un, that is equal to series minus 1 to the power n 1 by n factorial. Then what is un? Un is 1 by n factorial, which is positive because n is a natural number and factorial of any natural number is always positive, and hence 1 by positive value is positive. Therefore, un is greater than 0 for all n belong to n. That is the first condition of Leibniz test. Since un is 1 by n factorial, what is un plus 1? Replace n by n plus 1. Therefore, un plus 1 will be 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Also, we know that n plus 1 is greater than n, and n plus 1 factorial is greater than n factorial. It is true for all natural number n. We are going to write its reciprocal. Therefore, this implies 1 by n plus 1 is less than 1 by n factorial. That is, the inequality is reversed because we are writing the reciprocal of the inequality. So, that is 1 by n plus 1 factorial is less than 1 by n factorial. That is equals to, we know that 1 by n plus 1 factorial is un plus 1. 1 by n factorial is un. That is un plus 1 is less than un for all n. That is the second condition of Leibniz theorem is satisfied. That is the sequence un is decreasing. Now the third condition, limit of un as n tends to infinity is equal to limit of 1 by n factorial n tends to infinity. When n tends to infinity, n factorial becomes factorial infinity, that is infinity. So 1 by infinity is 0. Thus the third condition of Leibniz test is satisfied. That is the three conditions, namely each un is positive and the sequence un is decreasing and the limit of un is 0. Thus all the conditions of Leibniz test are satisfied. Hence, by Leibniz test, the convergence of an alternating series, the given series is convergent. Test for the convergence of the series. 1 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 4 plus so on minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by root n plus so on. Let us consider the given series be series minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by root n. Therefore, what is un here? Un is 1 by nth root. That is 1 by root n. What is u1? 1 by root 1 is 1. What is u2? 1 by root 2. What is u3? 1 by root 3. What is u4? 1 by root 4. 1, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 4 are all positive. Therefore, each un is positive. That's the first condition is satisfied. Then what is un plus 1? Un plus 1 is 1 by square root of n plus 1. We know that n plus 1 is greater than n and hence square root of n plus 1 is greater than square root of n. It is true for all n. Now let us write its reciprocal. This implies 1 by square root of n plus 1 is less than 1 by root n. What is 1 by square root of n plus 1? That is un plus 1. What is 1 by root n? That is un. Therefore, this implies un plus 1 is less than un for all n. That is, the sequence un is a decreasing sequence. Now the third condition, namely limit of un as n tends to infinity is limit of 1 by root n as n tends to infinity. When you replace n by infinity, it becomes root infinity. Root infinity is infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Thus all the conditions of Leibniz test are satisfied. Hence, by Leibniz test, for convergence of alternating series, the given series is convergent. Test for the convergence of the series 1 divided by 1 into 2 minus 1 divided by 3 into 4 plus 1 divided by 5 into 6 minus 1 divided by 7 into 8, so on. Let us consider the given series be series minus 1 to the power n minus 1 and the nth term of the given series is 1 by 2n minus 1 into 2n, because the very first factor of every term in the denominator is 1, 3, 5, 7. That 1, 3, 5, 7 form an arithmetic progression with a equals to 1 and the common difference is 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Therefore, whose nth term is 2n minus 1. If we consider every second factor of every term in the denominator, they are 2, 4, 6, 8, so on. That is only even numbers. And we know that even numbers are denoted by 2 into n. And hence, the given series is written as series minus 1 to the power n minus 1, 1 divided by 2n minus 1 into 2n. Then what is un? Un is this, that is 1 divided by 2n minus 1 into 2n. This un is positive because n is positive. 2n minus 1 is positive because n equal to 1. N is start from 1. When n equal to 1, what happened thus? This is 2 minus 1 is 1. Positive. Therefore, u1 is positive, u2 positive, every term is positive. That is un is greater than 0 for all n. Thus the first condition is satisfied. What is un plus 1? Just replace n by n plus 1 in un. Therefore, un plus 1 becomes 1 divided by. When you replace n by n plus 1, it becomes 2 into n plus 1 minus 1. That is 2n plus 2 minus 1. That is 2n plus 1. Replace n by n plus 1 here. It becomes 2 into n plus 1. That is 2n plus 2. Therefore, un plus 1 becomes 1 divided by 2n plus 1 into 2n plus 2. Therefore, we know what is un. 1 divided by 2n minus 1 2n, which is greater than 1 divided by 2n plus 1 into 2n plus 2. Since we have already shown in the previous problems, this un is greater than un plus 1 for all n belong to n. That is, the sequence un is a decreasing sequence. That is, un is greater than un plus 1 for all n belong to n. The last condition of Leibniz test is limit of un as n tends to infinity. When you apply limit of 1 by 2n minus 1 into 2n as n tends to infinity, this becomes infinity. This is also infinity. Infinity in infinity is infinity squared. Infinity squared is infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Thus, all the conditions, that is, each un is positive and the sequence un is a decreasing sequence and the limit of un is 0, are satisfied. Hence, by Leibniz test, for convergence of an alternating series, the given series is convergent. Test for the convergence of the series minus 1 to the power n divided by n into root n. It is clear that it is given nth term here. Unlike the previous problem, here nth term is given. Therefore, un is 1 divided by n into root n. And what is un plus 1? N plus 1 into square root of n plus 1. It is very clear that 1 by n into root n is greater than 1 by n plus 1 into root n plus 1. Therefore, un is greater than un plus 1 for all n. That is, the second condition is satisfied. That is, sequence un is decreasing sequence. The last condition is limit of un as n tends to infinity. Limit of un is limit of 1 by n into root n as n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity, this becomes infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Thus, the conditions of Leibniz test are fulfilled. Hence, by Leibniz test for convergence of alternating series, the given series is convergent. Now the question is, which is correct? Series modulus of un is convergent implies the series un is convergent. Series un is convergent does not imply series modulus of un is convergent. Series modulus of un is divergent does not imply series modulus of un is divergent.